To steal a phrase from my partner and good friend Cris Carter, where's the sports integrity there? Like, that is, what are you laughing? Tell me why you're laughing.
Well, I'm laughing because what Kyrie, yes, I do say that. But I guess we'd have to take it at face value in making a threat like that. Was it just a threat, or would he have played out? And I think you have him guilty of playing the whole thing out.
The rehab, the physical therapy.
I don't know if there had been a ton of rehab and physical therapy. It's a cleanup. It's a knee procedure that ever since the 2015 NBA Finals, he got hurt in overtime, headed to overtime of Game 1, that he's needed this procedure. Now, obviously, he can play through it.
Yeah, I think he fractured his kneecap.
He broke his kneecap. He had a serious knee injury. And so since then, I think he had it taken care of then, but you usually need some maintenance later. So, but whether he would have actually done it or not, this threat, it's unconscionable. Like, what is if you are saying, I want to be traded, fine. If you're saying, I demand you trade me, okay, fair enough. Well, we've seen LaMarcus Aldridge do that, and the Spurs say, no, we're not going to do it. For you to then say, if you don't give in to my demands, I'm going to shoot the hostage. If you don't give in to my demands, I am going to wait.
Tell people how that's different than saying, if you don't give in to mine, I'm going to sit out. Either way, you're not available.
If you sit out, you are at least sacrificing something because you're not getting paid.
You're not getting paid.
And by the way, I've never seen an NBA player sit out. Like, I've never seen it happen. A guy sit out for the year. So a guy sacrifice his guaranteed $20 million, which is what Kyrie would be doing. It would probably void his contract as well.
Yeah, he would be in violation of his contract.
Right, but you can have surgery. Like, no team can tell you you're not allowed to have surgery. And so to extort a team like that and force your way out it's unbelievable. And it is the type of thing that if someone without some reporting behind it, and by the way, Kyrie and his camp were asked about this and did not deny it, if someone just speculated it, if I just came on TV and said, I heard, I can't report it, but I heard Kyrie was saying he was going to have knee surgery if you didn't trade him, people would say that is reckless and ridiculous. How could you accuse someone of that? Well, if that's what he did, that is, there's no justifying that. And it calls into question, what is the point of having a contract? If the moment you want to get out of your contract, you can just threaten, I'm still going to get paid, but I'm going to withhold my services?
Yeah, I wouldn't make an excuse for Kyrie, all right? I think that if we were to paint a full picture, we would also know that Kyrie found out that the Cavs were trying to trade him. And in the process of doing that, I don't know what him and LeBron's relationship. I'm not going to guess on that, all right? But Kyrie had decided he wanted to play elsewhere, and he was forcing his way out of the organization. So am I surprised in trying to get out? If the number one thing for him and his camp were to get out of Cleveland, these are the type of threats that you would have to make. And given, Mannix makes a great point. They had a brand new general manager. The owner of the team, Dan Gilbert, couldn't be trusted. He's very, very emotional. So I could see why Kyrie wanted out. If I agree with how he went about doing it, see, to me, the thing is about, was he successful? He was successful at doing this. He accomplished what he wanted to. Like, he forced the team's hand, regardless if we know if he was going to do it or not. I'm not going to make him guilty of sitting out the season because he didn't do it.
Do you agree with him threatening it? I know.
Yes, absolutely.
But
you're okay with him threatening it?
Because he wanted to get out. Yes, he had to get out.
But he got out of a team that wanted to trade him. He didn't go to a team that wanted him there and say, I don't want to play for this team anymore.
Here's the amazing thing.
They didn't want him to be on the team.
Here's the amazing thing about...
No, it's not that they didn't.
I know, but they wanted other players for him if they could have gotten.
Here's the amazing thing. Do you know why, while the Cavs have had all this question about LeBron, is he coming back at the trade deadline, the Cavs... Do you know why LeBron has not been included in trade rumors? Because when he was negotiating his contract, he had a no-trade clause put into it. Those are available to you. If the idea that of being traded from the team is going to cause so much emotional distress...
How many players in the NBA have a no-trade clause?
I think 3 or 4 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think Kyrie's in that breath?
What? No, but...
Actually, Golden State just signed Steph, and they would not give him a no-trade.
Exactly. Because almost everyone is tradable. And when guys get included in trade rumors, they don't then threaten to sit out the season. Like, Cece.
It's not as if we're surprised the NBA player reacts emotionally. Like, you can't be surprised by that, Nick.
Cece, I am shocked that a guy threatened to have knee surgery he didn't need. We know he's fine playing without it. He's playing as well this year as he did last year.
You're shocked if he wants to get out of Cleveland that a guy wouldn't make an idle threat?
How are you assigning an idle threat? How are you
Because
convinced?
you have to. No one's ever done that before. Like, no one's ever did what Kyrie was suggesting that he would do. But you know he wants out of the organization.
I'm also not familiar with guys threatening to even have the surgery. So the idea
well,
that...
we don't know all the conversations people have, Nick, in negotiating their contract.
Of course.
We have a guy that's trying to take direction of his career. All right? And I respect that. I told you that from the beginning of the season. Like, I really respect, because he's responsible for himself. He doesn't know what LeBron's going to do in the future. The team had already showed that they were trying to trade him. So why would I be stuck in Cleveland to play one more year with LeBron, not know what the future is? Let me take a little more control and let them know I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, hold on. A couple things. One of the reasons they tried to trade him was his own immature actions. We can all agree on that, right? Right? Do we agree?
I don't know why they wanted to trade him. Because the general manager's not there anymore. I don't know why they wanted to trade him. Logic dictates that part of the factor would be at practice him refusing to run the plays. His father saying to Randy Mims, we don't consort with the enemy, knowing Mims, I believe, works for the team at this point and is one of LeBron's best friends. We've seen a lot of NBA players immature.
Yes.
A lot of NBA players. So you act like Kyrie is a foreign man, a foreign in a foreign land. No. We see this often.
And guys that act immaturely sometimes get included in trade discussions, especially when you can get an all-star in return in Paul George and potentially Eric Bledsoe as well. If it is okay for a player to say, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore, and if you don't trade me, you're going to still pay me. By the way, you're going to still pay me my money, and I'm not going to work for you, then I have a question for either of you. What's the point of the contract? It's guaranteed for Kyrie Irving.
Most people do have a contract.
I also think you're
I said just most people do have a contract as far as in their job.
Yeah, yes, and it's a two-way contract. It is not a contract if at any given moment I can say I'm not going to work for you anymore and you have to keep paying me. What?
I think you're one of the few people that think he was actually going to go through with having surgery on his body.
I'm not going to make him guilty of something that he didn't do. Now, I thought he was very effective in getting out. Looking where he is right now.
He was.
Hindsight, because I can. I didn't have hindsight before. Now I have hindsight. He's in a good spot now.
So we don't know if he was going to go through with it. So
and I take that. I take that. I don't know.
But you, it seems to me, maybe I'm wrong, that because you don't know, you are saying he wasn't going to do it.
No, I'm saying I don't know. And I don't know means I don't know.
Okay, but we do, okay. All right, he threatened it. And so we're just, okay.
Of course. It's not the first time somene's threatened him. Threatened someone in a contract negotiation.
It wasn't a contract negotiation.
Well, he was negotiating his career.
But this is...
LeBron has threatened people. You know how he did? He said, if you guys don't make a move, then I'm going to move. Like, right?
When he was right. Then he said, if you don't make a move, then I won't re-sign when I'm under contract, right?
No. His contract was being voided. His contract was smaller.
Right.
All right? LeBron had dictated what he wanted to do. All right? Kyrie was trying to get out of Cleveland.
Can we stop acting like Kyrie was a free agent? He wasn't a free agent.
It doesn't matter in the NBA, Nick. When you have guaranteed contracts, if you want out, you can get out. Bledsoe got out of Phoenix. He wanted out.
Eric Bledsoe.
Paul George wanted out of Indy. He got out.
Right.
Is that true?
Understand? Yes, absolutely. None of those guys threatened to withhold their services. There is a clear red line here. That I don't, when we saw Carson Palmer in the NFL say, I don't want to be in Cincinnati anymore, how did he do it? He said, I'll retire. I will flatly retire. And guess what? I will not only not get paid anymore.
So you would have felt better if Kyrie said, I'm going to quit if you guys don't trade me.
At least that would be fair. At least that would be within the parameters.
What's fair? What's fair in life? Like, who's getting what's fair in life?
Cece, when we talked about this, you were as surprised by it as I was. Like the idea.
But I'm not gonna make him guilty of a crime that he didn't commit.
threatening the crimes. Threatening is the crime.
Sometimes you have to threaten people. Sometimes you have to put them to the wall because that's the only way that they're going
to get what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well,
it's called negotiation.
But you don't. Okay, so
you can negotiate your way out of a city, Nick, even though your contract's not up.
Okay, so then again, if this is
right.
just
that's how it became available to you.
I understand that, CC, but what never happened when you were becoming available to us is you were saying, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going to get all the money too. By the way, this is you guys.
Nick,
What?
You're not right.
Well, hold on. Well, these are slightly apples and bowling balls here. But the point is, like, what is the point of the contract? Can Anthony Davis today say, I'm going to go have shoulder surgery if you don't deal me by the deadline?
The point of the contract is you can't play in the NBA without one. The owners, that's the way they collectively bargained it.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Well, that's a new paradigm then. And I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for every player every day to be a free agent. And I'm very excited if this touches the NFL to see if the players you support on it. Because if an NFL player did this, you'd be apoplectic. So, no, this is great. Everyone's on a one-day deal.
I expect less from the NBA players.
Okay, there we go. There's a moment of honesty to end the week.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.